Hey everyone, Richard Robbins here. Well, the numbers are in for the Vancouver Real Estate Board. Let's have a look at what's going on. And I got to admit, I've got some positive news for you. I haven't had that in a while, but I think you're going to like what I'm about to say. Probably time for buyers to get off the fence, by the way, and I'll talk about that in just a moment. So we look at January through May. Number of sales, 1,100. 1,500, 1,700, 1,800, okay, up to 2,638. That was a 44% increase over the month of April. Big increase. What happened to listings? 11,000 roughly, okay? You can see 11,600 roughly, 12,800 roughly, 14,400 roughly, 14,685. Now, if our sales are up by 44%, and our listings are only up by 2.3%, is our market getting stronger or weaker? It's getting stronger because months of inventory determines the strength of a market. That determines your price, right? I know what everybody looks at is the sales. They just want more sales. But what I'm interested in, what is the strength of the marketplace? So you take active listings and you divide sales into it, gives your months of inventory. We had 9.8 in January. That is a strong buyer's market. 4 to 6 is balanced, right? 7.8, buyer's market. 7.4, leases coming down, buyer's market. Okay? 7.8, buyer's market. 5.6, balanced market. We moved into a balanced market, which is really good news. So you look at all this, you say, well, you know, your prices, you can see, haven't a lot of moves, been coming down a little bit because more in a buyer's area, right? And then stayed right around the same here. But what happened over the last few years? We did 4,364 sales in the month of May in 2017. We went down to 2,833 and we moved up, okay, to 2,638. Now let's look at months of inventory. 2 years ago, you had 1.9 months of inventory. Crazy, busy, strong market. You all experienced that. You remember those days. Then we went to 4, then went to 5.6. Now, why is it that we went from 4 to 5.6? Because the rest of 2018, you had a lot of inventory. Remember, we had almost 10 months of inventory in January. So what's going to happen is that's going to cause your months of inventory to be up, and obviously that's what happened with the prices as well. So we look at this. 968 was the price in 17, your benchmark price. Went up to 1.1 million, which was up by 13 points, and now we're just right around a million. We're down by 8%. So obviously this was May of last year to May of this year. But here's where I think we got some encouraging news right here. And this is a type of content that I'm going to suggest you need to be using with buyers and using with sellers. Don't just tell them, but show them this. So what this is a line graph, and it shows the trends that are taking place. So if I look at, say, 2017, you can see your months of inventory, right? We're sitting here over 2, and then it went down a little bit, and then all of a sudden it started to go up, okay? Just a little. We're moving along here. Then 2018, look what happened in 2018. Obviously, we had a stress test in here, all kinds of other things your government was doing. So we're sitting here, we're 4, we're just below 4, and then all of a sudden, what happened? Started to go up, started to go up, started to go up, started to go up, and we ended the year with 9.6 months of inventory. Very, very high, okay? Challenging market for many. Then we started the year very close to that, 2019, but look what's happening here, okay? Going along. Do you see? So I love this trend right here. Now, where is this trend going to go in June? Well, I really think it probably won't go down as much, but I'm thinking it's going to end up, we're going to get probably in around here, which means our market is getting a little bit stronger. We've now moved from a buyer's market into more of a balanced market. Now, will we eventually move back into a seller's market? Possibly, but I don't know at this point. But I think June is a good time for buyers to get off the fence, because once we move to 4 months of inventory or less, what's going to happen to your prices? They're going to start to go up. Now, I understand that every market is different. So what you need to be doing is studying your marketplace. Yeah, is there more inventory of detached properties? Yes. Is there less inventory of, say, condo apartments? Yes, but you need to be studying that market and creating these trend lines so you can help buyers and sellers make the right decision for them. Well, what about prices? Now, what's interesting, if you look at Vancouver, and actually if you look at Toronto, if you look at over a 10-year period, properties pretty well double. That doesn't happen in all markets, by the way. It's not happening in, say, Halifax. It's not happening in Calgary. It's not happening in Edmonton. You don't see it doubling every 10 years. But in the big markets where a lot of immigrants end up, okay, that does generally happen. That's why it's such a great market to buy in. So if you look at this, let's look at, say, 2009. Prices were 500,000, right? So let's go forward 10 years, which would be here. Prices were 1.1 million. So we went from 500 to 1.1 million. Well, that's a double, isn't it? Now, let's go to 2010, 600,000. We went to 1 million. Now, not quite double, but still up pretty substantially over that period of time. So again, I would be showing this to buyers and saying, right now, it's a good time to buy. Why? Because your prices have come down. And in all fairness, how long do we think prices are going to decrease in a city like Vancouver? Like world-class city, right? So many people want to live there. You look at it and you say, well, that's not going to happen a long time. A lot of people that move to our country, where do they end up, right? Many of them end up in a place like Vancouver. So I look at it and say, if I was a buyer right now, if I've been thinking about buying a house in Vancouver, I think I'd be probably starting to make the move. And the reason I start to make the move is because my trend line is always going the right way. Also, I can see that prices are down. What am I waiting for? Rates are good. Trend line's moving the right way, okay? And prices are down from where they were. So anyway, I hope this was helpful to you, but get out there, meet with some buyers, show them this type of information, and help them make the right decision for them. This isn't the day of being an order taker, everybody, and waiting for buyers to say, let's buy, right? Waiting for sellers to say, let's sell. This is time to be a great salesperson, because I'll tell you, when I look at our coaching clients that are killing it, okay, they're ahead of goal so far this year. Some people have had sort of their best start to the year ever. Not everybody, but I'm saying when I look at a lot of them, what is the difference? These people aren't waiting for people to come to them. They understand that the day of order taking is over. The day of being a professional, skilled salesperson is here. And they're the ones going to do very, very well, have lots of sales, and make lots of money. So anyway, I hope this was helpful. I'll see you next month. And remember, it's a beautiful life, everybody. Make it count.